many of our brothers and sisters around the world, they are fighting with depression, and they have anxiety, and they do not know how to get out of this difficult situation. There is a dua that will get you out from this difficult situation. But a humble request that if any of your friends also fighting with anxiety and is depressed, whether he is Muslim or non-Muslims, you can help him by teaching him this dua. And why I'm saying it? Because first of all, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is not only Rabbul Muslimin or Rabbul Mu'minin, the Lord of believers. No, but at the same time, He is Rabbul Alameen, and He is the Rabb, the Lord of believers and non-believers. And the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is extended to everyone. Whoever called upon Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accepts the dua of that very person. So, and why I'm saying it, don't forget the story of Umar radiallahu anhu, how he accepted Islam when he heard the words of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Surah Taha, Taha ma anzalna alayka al-Qur'an litashqa. And when his sister reached to Innani ana Allah la ilaha illa ana fa'budni, at that time the feeling of Sayyidina Umar radiallahu anhu was completely changed. And another story that is my personal story, that one of my friends, now mashallah he's reverted, but in the beginning he would just come to meet me, and I would sometime invite him for Friday prayer to listen to my recitation, to hear my recitation, and he would love it. And subhanallah, then Ramadan came and he started fasting with me, and I told his story to my mom. And sometime my mom would ask me whenever I would come home, so she would ask me that has he accepted Islam yet or not. I would tell her that hold on, inshallah he will end up with accepting Islam. And subhanallah, then after 4 or 5 months, he was completely changed and he was ready to accept Islam. So by teaching them this dua, because many of our brothers, many of our non-Muslim brothers and sisters of humanity, they do not know the solution, where the solution is. And you can solve their problems by telling them the solution. And the solution Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has kept in His words. Because this dua is the last verse of Surah At-Tawbah, which is chapter number 9 and verse number 129. And dua is HASBIYALLAH la ilaha illahu ALAIHI TAWAKKALTU wa huwa RUBBUL ARSHIL AZEEM. HASBIYALLAH, Allah is sufficient for me. La ilaha illahu, there is no worthy of worship but Him. ALAIHI TAWAKKALTU, upon Him I only rely. Wa huwa RUBBUL ARSHIL AZEEM, and He is the Rabb of the magnificent throne. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, whoever recites this dua 7 times in the morning and 7 times in the evening, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will remove all his anxiety. Do not forget to memorize this dua yourself and teach it to others, and inshallah I'll write it down in the description as well. And last but not least, let me know what dua next I should record. Jazakallah khairan. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.